Welcome to another episode of Roll Up a Pour Up. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured. Alright? Now look, so for this one, it's gonna be about me coming at 1090 Jake, man. I got you, bro. Hey man, y'all asked me to come with the torch, so it's my little torch right here, you know what I'm saying? He's doing what he's supposed to do. Just the wind out here blowing, you know? Yeah, there we go. Alright, so like I said, I'm coming at 1090 Jake behind this one, you know what I'm saying? Man, why you coming at 1090 Jake, Mr. Roll Up? Well, I don't know if y'all know, but he made a video about Larry Hoover. And he called Larry Hoover a snitch. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna tell you like this, right? I heard that same shit, but I didn't say nothing because it's like I told y'all before. There's two things in the hood you don't never call a man: a fag or a snitch, unless you know that 100%. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, you don't put them kind of allegations on the man. You know. So when I heard that word circulating, I ain't say nothing about it because I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? But 1090 J was the first to do this, and he been getting a lot of backlash behind it. Let me show you why. He spoke on that a couple years ago and shit like that. Before we get into that, Dad, let's just go ahead and confront the actual your claim to fame of the allegations of shooting Larry Hoover. What do you have to say about that? Your claim to fame. Let me say that this man think that my claim to shame is to shoot a young 18-year-old Larry Hoover when I was 18 years old. Brother, you vastly mistaken. That's my claim to shame. I shot a guy who turned out to be one of the most hell of a dudes in this city. And let's go to that. We so much to try to destroy one another that he actually then spoke out again. All right, let's stop it right there. All right. Now, this is the guy that actually shot Hoover. Now, what he was just saying didn't relate to him saying he didn't snitch on him. This is just for you to see his face and know who it is. Now, let's show where he said that Hoover didn't tell him. You know what I'm saying? So let me go ahead and get this. Hold up. We gotta stop fishing for this shit. This is a grown ass man. This is growth and development. This no longer against the disciple. That man 70 some years old, back problems, Bengay rubbed all on him, knee problems, heart problems. This is a grown, older man who I don't believe want to stand on the corner and guide young people into violence anymore. So I think if it is laws to get him home, I think it's time for people that really looking to bring Larry Hoover home, on some real shit. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, know it's on the truth. This is my daughter phone, so don't get on me. Alright, right here. That's him. The guy that shot Larry Hoover. He say he never snitched on me. In fact, it didn't happen the way they described it. None of it. I refuse to rehitch something that happened 57 years ago. So, 1090 J, that's where I come at you with. You know what I'm saying? Exactly what I said. This is why you don't say these type of things about somebody unless you know for sure. You know what I'm saying? Now I get that is police paperwork out there saying this, and this is why you were so quick to jump on it. I understand it. But at the same time, this how we know you not from the hood. Because again, it's two things that you never say about a man unless you know. You don't call him a snitch or a fag. You know what I'm saying? Unless you know that. Well, 1090, you violated. You call Hoover a snitch, and come to find out he didn't snitch. That was police paperwork. You gotta remember that was back in the 70s. You know what I'm saying? They was writing up all type of paperwork. That's why they had to start getting body cam and shit like that. You know, they had to have different type of cameras and recordings and shit like that because this shit was so bogus back then. You know what I'm saying? Them cops knew who Hoover was. So yeah, it's easy that they could have wrote up some paperwork on him, make him seem bald. We don't know that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you went for. The cops paperwork from back in the 70s. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. You gotta come a little stronger than that, bro. This is the same thing I said with the 50 Cent Big Meech thing. You know what I'm saying? I told 50 to stay out of Detroit business. I'm telling Jake to stay out of gangster business, man. He put that video up, got 230,000 views out of it. Was it worth it? I don't think so. Why you say that, Mr. Roll Up? So he got a whole nation on his head now. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't even know, but you got a hit out on you. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. Like, and it ain't nothing that I'm on or nothing like that. I'm just saying, like, you reach for a whole nation of people all across the country. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's GDs in every state, bro. And you went and called their main leader a snitch. That put you in hot water. You know what I'm saying? You have people all across the world that claim this nation, bro. You know what I'm saying? At one point in time, I was claiming. I still got my 6 point star right here. That's my 6 point right there. That was my first tattoo, man. I got that at 18 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like, I came up like this. And I don't know Hoover from shit. Hoover got locked up like 15 years before I was even born. You know what I'm saying? I don't know him from nothing. And I got his nation tatted on me. That shit reached all across the country, man. So you don't got to worry about Hoover coming at you necessarily. You know what I'm saying? It's about all the people that's behind it that don't even know Hoover that will get you for talking about Hoover. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes even as a content creator, you just gotta know when is when and what is what and when not to and when to. You know what I'm saying? And for a situation like that, calling somebody like him a snitch is crazy work. You know what I'm saying? And now the actual person that said, well, not said, the actual person that actually shot him behind this paperwork said that he didn't do it. He didn't snitch on him. Hoover and that guy, they in their 70s, 80 years old, 70, 80 years old. You know what I'm saying? They on their way to transition out. You think that they about to be lying on social media, for likes and, not to ruin somebody's rep. And you think they care about that at 70, 80 years old? They at a time where they about to be in their final stage. You think they care about reputation? They care about their health. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about no fucking reputation. So you think that the guy that shot Larry Hoover will jump out there and say he didn't say that, he didn't snitch on me. You know what I'm saying? You think that he would do that for real? But why? It's not true. You know what I'm saying? So, what more you got to say on this? Take like this, Jake. Your ass better get out the way. The boys on your ass. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you that coming from a gangster's perspective, even though I ain't on that type of time no more, but I know how the crew coming. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be careful, bro. Like that's all I can say, man. Cause you put yourself out there. You know what I'm saying? For some views, you put yourself out there, man. So now you gotta be careful. You know, was it worth it? Been another episode of Roll Up a Power Up. So get your blunt rolled and your drink poured.